1997, this house was built from specs. We rode up here in my hometown. But one thing we couldn't afford was a garage. I mean, it's all right. It's a pretty big house. But we do have a driveway that's gravel. Never really paved it because at some point we figured if we ever built a garage, we don't want them tearing it up. I mean, 24 years later, we never did. So, all the way down this long, I call it the Batman driveway. It's beautiful. But the bottom there, I don't know if you can see the puddles from this far up. The bottom gets wet, gets pitty, gets torn up by the plow. So, at this point, big changes coming in the life. My job, I started my new job where I currently am employed 24 years ago. Really just 2 months before we moved into this house. I'm leaving that job and potentially leaving the professional world for good. You know, no longer doing systems. It's a buyout. They're paying us. And with the lump sum they're paying, we're taking just part of it to say, let's do this before it never gets done. So we're having this paved tomorrow morning. So these are the last footages of the driveway before they get paved. A whole lot more can be said about that whole exodus from work, what's coming next. But we'll deal with that when it comes, or as we get closer. It's really only a couple weeks. Well, the work is done. The driveway is paved. Let's take a quick walk up, just so, I mean, if anybody even cares. But take a look at my new exciting new driveway. 24 years. Finally get it paved. Alright, I'm going to turn around. So there you go. There's my new driveway. That's it. Let's talk about something else. Welcome to my car. I don't know if you can hear me. I'm going to have to speak loud. And I'm not sure whether my seat in here has gone up or I've just gotten a wee bit taller, but I'm like banging up on the ceiling here and this seat can't go any further back. I just wanted to pop in just to point something out which is kind of weird. I'm seeing little black spots floating around. I thought they were flies, and I got in the house and I don't vacuum enough as I should, but they weren't flies. They're just black spots. They seem to be going away now, actually, so maybe it's nothing to worry about. But just in case my brain explodes in the next 15 minutes and you find this video, one of the symptoms was black spots floating around. So, oh wait, let's just talk about what's coming up this week as far as my writing goes. If you can't hear me, I'll play this back. Then I'll end up just re-recording it if the black spots don't prove to be my ending. So the photograph, that book I showed you called The Photograph, David Hillman and I put together, a young adult, middle grade horror novel, is going to be released, I believe, on Father's Day. I'm using my indie publishing group to do it because the market for kids' books is insane, and they never reply. If it's a no, it's crazy. So Dave just wanted it written. He wanted it for his kids, so we're going to release it. It's actually pretty good, so I highly recommend picking it up. I'm also going to contact everyone on my old, rusty email list, if any of those emails are even good anymore, because there's going to be a lot of stuff happening pretty soon. A lot, I think. So I need to get a more formal mailing list down, probably use Chipmonkey or whatever that thing is called. So I'll be contacting any of you who might be watching this who are on my old email list. That's it. And On Spec Magazine is coming out very soon with my story, The Bridge, which I'm so happy it found a good home. It actually was written years and years ago. It's a long story, though. It's a hard one to market. It's been revised many times. I still like it. And I'm glad the editors here got it. So that's coming out in an amazing looking magazine. If you've checked my Facebook page or the website, It's dancohane.com. You'll see that the cover art is gorgeous. So I'm excited to see what it looks like. I'll let you go, and I will talk to you all later. Well, a whole lot of time has passed since the last one, about 3 weeks. I haven't actually even finished the next video components. I think we left off at the driveway, but I wanted to stop in, and if you see behind me here, I'm going to turn around for a second. What you're looking at is the old Showcase North Cinemas. A lot of history here. I have a video somewhere of this place being built back in the, I think, late 80s, early 90s, I don't remember. Showcase North. It was kind of like the go-to place when they kind of consolidated all the theaters, at least the Showcase ones in Worcester, and this was the place to be. And after COVID and everything ended, this was one of the casualties. It was already kind of on its way out. There wasn't a lot of support, but a lot of memories, a lot of movies we came to this one. And then eventually our church moved into this place when it was still a movie theater, but we rented out space every Sunday, unpacked a truck, loaded up, built a church every weekend. It was crazy, but it was a lot of fun. I remember 9/11, my brothers, Mike and Paul, we were planned on going to see, I think it was Planet of the Apes, the Mark Wahlberg remake. And 9/11 happened, and the whole day was just this big shock, you know, trying to get over everything that was going on. And then we got together and said, you know, we need a mental break. Let's go see the movie anyway. And I still remember coming out of the movie theater here, and as soon as we came out, I realized I hadn't thought at all about what had happened for 2 hours. It wasn't even a very good movie, but it was interesting to show that sometimes movies have a way of just kind of calming our soul. It always has for me. So, a lot of memories, good and bad here, but just wanted to give a little homage, that's not the right word, homage to Showcase North, which is no more. Okay, anyway, let's finish this up. And I got the baby all to myself today. Not the baby, he's 2.5. Although we are getting another baby for a week, another foster. He's only going to be a year old, just for a week. It's called a respite. Current foster parents are going on vacation. So, art-wise, I was going to show you Donna's painting, but this came in on Father's Day, so I wanted to share with you Audrey's painting. And my daughter Audrey, she made that painting. She said, I'm going to give that to Dad for Father's Day. Pretty cool, huh? I didn't do anything from the Cabinet of Wonders today, so back to Father's Day. Instead of just taking something that's out there, I'll show you something new. Andrew got me this. Got this at a little vendor outside in New York City. I'm looking at the wrong side. You're over here. Hello. This is his action figure of Mon Mothma from Star Wars, I believe. Episode 4 and 6, maybe, plus. No. I'm putting that up here because you break all my toys. So there's my toy. That's from Andrew for Father's Day this year. So, all right, that's it. Gotta get this thing posted so I have at least 2 videos, and we'll come back when I have a break. Talk about the fact that I'm technically retired